Now to the other rumored presidential hopeful.
Look, in 7th grade, if I known that I could have said the word they and got in the girls' bathroom, I would have done it.
I'm not sure if I'm hopeful for this one.
Oh God, the Bill Maher show. You guys are so weird that you clapped at that. I mean, let's just pause and reflect on that, D. The audience at the Bill Maher show. What did you guys actually think that was a funny line? Did you think it was a little creepy and weird? Like Rahm talking about going in the girls' bathroom as a 7th grader? I don't know, Bill Maher crowd. Guys. Or are you just clapping like seals because your boy Billy was laughing? Was that it? Is that I'm a seal?
Might be that.
Yeah.
Now, did Rahm Emanuel announce that he's running for president while we were away? Also, no. But for some reason, he keeps getting booked for interviews on national television.
Wow.
I really don't get it.
I don't
But
either.
the former Chicago mayor joined CNN for an interview with Dana Bash. I got this thing here I'm going to play. 1 second. Here we go.
Wherever I go, people want to talk about politics. And if they're Democrats, they want to know what's going on with my party. Where do we go from here? How do we get out of the political wilderness? So I thought, why not sit down and talk with Democratic leaders, veterans of the party, and people who are thinking about the future. So I invited Rahm Emanuel right here to my office to answer those questions. You like my office?
I didn't know this was your
This
office.
is my office.
Yeah, I do like your office.
Yeah, it's my girl cave.
Okay, we're gonna have to improve candy allotment though, if I can.
Do you want candy?
No, I just thought I'd say that as I put you on defense.
Oh, run, Dana Bash, run.
That was so awkward. Okay. That's our mayor. You elected him twice, Chicago. Heck of a job. But that may be the lowest in the history of Chicago mayoral elections. The re-election of Rahm Emanuel. Pound for pound, the stupidest decision by an electorate. I've waited. I know I lived 2016 with Trump, 2024 with Trump. Yeah, but I don't know. Pound for pound, re-electing Rahm in 2015. Maybe the dumbest move. Sorry, D, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, he was on CNN with one Dana Bash. I have one audio clip from the interview. Ben, I had you watch it. Yes. So you give us your thoughts on that after I play this audio. I also have a little bit from the Hill that we're going to talk about on Rahm. Let's hear the audio first.
You had a great conversation with David Chalian on his podcast. And one of the things you said, I wrote down, you want to restore confidence in democracy, restore confidence and belief in the American dream.
Mm-hmm.
They're not inseparable.
Yeah. Well, there's a couple things. One, if you step back and now think of it, the moment the American dream becomes unaffordable is exactly when American politics becomes unstable. You basically, the basic contract was getting a home, saving for your retirement, saving for your kids' education, affording a healthcare and a 2-week vacation. And the moment that becomes further and further out of reach, and only Dana Bash and Rahm Emanuel children here to get access to it, it's no longer the American dream. And people think they just want a shot and they think they got the shaft.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people talk about democracy correctly, voter access, motor voter, same day voting, etc. It's not just a process question. People's belief that the democratic system will work is when they think that they got a shot, not the shaft. And they've been getting the shaft.
God. I just calm down, Ben. Just hold on. I need a drink of water after that one, D. That's actually a different clip than what I heard, but it's the same theme. Hold on. Sip of water. People want a shot. Instead, they got the shaft. Man, you talk about... If I didn't have so much reverence for the name Shaft because of the great movie with Richard Roundtree, I would call him Mayor Shaft. But he was called Mayor 1%, ladies and gentlemen, because he took care of the 1% first and disregarded the 99%. This is the guy who was mayor of the city of Chicago when he closed clinics in high crime, poor neighborhoods. People who needed mental health clinics the most, he shut them down. He gave them the shaft. This is the guy who closed schools in poor neighborhoods. When they needed schools, he gave them the shaft. This is the guy whose TIF programs raised your property taxes, and then he gave the money to his wealthy cronies. whether they needed it or not. You got the shaft. For him to turn around and parade himself like he's some kind of progressive on issues, even though his entire political life has been a toady for the rich and the elite, is disgusting. Worse is his thought that Americans are so stupid that they will fall for it, D. Now, I can see why he thinks that, because the dummies in the city of Chicago did reelect him in 2015, as I come back to that. So I could see why he has a low regard for the intelligence of voters. But to sit there and listen, do you remember D. LaSalle? Were you here for that? That was before I knew you. Occupy LaSalle Street, which was based on the Occupy Wall Street movement. You remember that? I don't know. These were the real.
I've just moved back to Chicago when that was going on.
Okay, these are the real lefties. They were talking about the 1%. They're talking about the 99%. They were putting a spotlight. These were the Bernie guys before Bernie. They're putting a spot. Well, Bernie been around for longer than those guys. I apologize, Bernie, for that. But as a force in the national politics. And Rahm had utter disdain for them, mocked them, and then eventually had the police evict them, arrest them. And his policies, when the mental health activists were demanding that he meet with them to talk about the cuts, he wouldn't even meet with them. He'd run out the back door rather than meet with them. Then when they would have protests, the police sent in spies to spy on them, try to build a case against them. This is a guy who fought every initiative that the Democratic Party, anybody in the Democratic Party or outside the Democratic Party, was pushing against inequity. Now he realizes that inequity is like a buzzword you have to use in order to get the Democratic nomination. So he's using it. And I got to tell you, for all the bad things I say about voters, I believe that the Democratic voters are too smart to fall for it. We come back a year from now and he's the nominee, you can throw it up in my face. You could throw it up in my face. But I do believe they're too smart to fall for it.
So here's what I think. Democrats love to fall in love. Republicans fall in line.
I don't know. That sounds like great advice to me. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about either.
It seems like he'd be good.
It seems like he'd be good at what?
Being the president.
I think he would be a great nominee for the Republican Party. And in fact, I think he should run in the Republican primary. You could be kind of like the Mike Bloomberg candidate, like the Mitt Romney candidate. Be like a moderate Republican, because he ran when he was the mayor of the city of Chicago. It was like a Mitt Romney mayor. So yeah, I think he'd be an excellent. Of course, he was pals with Trump for a while, and his brother was Trump's agent. I wonder if he's going to mention that. You think he's going to mention that, D? I doubt it.
Yeah, probably not. He's Rahm's one of these guys where, like, you call him a conservative, but like Paul Vallis, right? Like, people say, that guy's a conservative. I don't know, man. You go downstate, dude, you're getting called a liberal. He
did well downstate. Didn't Vallis do well downstate when he ran for governor? I can't remember. So many years ago. That was You were how old? Oh my God. You were in high school, D. You were in high school. You were paying attention to politics. Vallis ran against Blagojevich and Roland Burris, 2002. Whoa. The stuff I know, D. The stuff I know.
All right. But I'm just saying, it was some.
I hear what you're saying. The people downstate, you were the one who opened my eyes on that. Like, I was feeling, I was riding a wave for Pritzker, feeling really good about him. And you would show me, have you seen these Facebook postings from downstate? Remember those days, D? We'd down the subway or the L, and he would show me all the fuck Pritzker something. God damn.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, whoa. Damn, it's a different world down there. And Dennis would then, when I say that, Dennis would go, I know. And it reminds me of this song, A Whole New World. Sorry, D.
I mean, did you hear the record? Like 55 signs in that one guy's yard?
Yes. By the way, has your daughter gotten into A Whole New World yet? Has she gotten into Disney movies yet?
Aladdin and all that?
Aladdin. Yeah.
No, she's into Moana. She really likes Moana.
Yeah.
But then I noticed with these Disney movies, man, a lot of dark stuff happens in these Disney movies. Like parents die and shit. Like,
that's been going on, yeah. Remember, you're too young for Bambi.
I remember
the mother died.
Yeah.
It doesn't get worse than that. The mother deer died, got shot.
Guys, it's Saturday morning. Can we not? We try to stay away from but she likes, the Moana and Encanto. She loves Encanto.
Oh my God, sounds like my granddaughter loves Mawawa. That's what I call her, Mawawa.
we're a big Baby Shark family.
Okay.
In our house as well. Baby Shark. All right. So anything else you'd like to add here about Rahm Emanuel before we move on?
No, let's move on.
Okay, great.